This federal hemp crackdown didn't come out of nowhere. For years, hemp operators leaned on loopholes, especially THCA flower and hemp-derived intoxicants, while avoiding serious conversations really about national standards, age gating, and real regulation. So on the cannabis side, licensed operators were stuck in tight regulatory boxes. White opaque packaging, restricted marketing, no interstate commerce, yada, yada, yada. We know all about this. Meanwhile, as Brady Cobb described from Florida, you could leave a regulated dispensary and walk half a block to a hemp shop that's selling candy branded products that look like Skittles. So that doesn't add up. And he's been saying the same thing for years. In one of his comments he made last week, he said, quote, "Loopholes get closed, they don't last," end quote. And that's really what this ban is, a big, blunt federal move to close a loophole that ran way too long with no unified plan for how to replace it with something better. Then you got to talk about some of this infighting. And first up, and a prime example, is Amendment 3 and that turf war. Because if we're being honest, this isn't just a story about bad actors, it's also about bad blood. If we look back in November 2024 in Florida's Amendment 3 fight, parts of the hemp industry didn't just sit on the sidelines, they actively funded opposition to adult use cannabis. They backed Ron DeSantis and they helped kill the legalization effort that would have created a clear, regulated environment for everyone. Looking back now, was that really a smart move by the hemp industry and in some ways got us to where we are today? Brady pointed out that some of these same players, they later jumped online to cry dirty politics over the hemp ban, and after writing checks to block hemp regulation bills and attack Amendment 3. So really, again, as I said, that turf war, it mattered big time. It fractured trust, it pushed hemp and cannabis further apart, and it sent a clear message to lawmakers. This industry doesn't agree on what it wants. So Brady's message now is simple. Put the shovels down and find a way to move forward, because this ban is a reckoning, but it can also be reset. One of the most important points Brady raised is about where a lot of this product actually comes from. So right now, as he said, he doesn't buy the narrative that Kentucky farmers are the ones flooding smoke shops across the country. Not in the least bit. In his view, a big chunk of this inverted product is coming from oversupplied West Coast markets, relabeled and pushed through hemp channels into states like Texas and North Carolina. Where are those oversupply states? Well, California and Oregon. And that's where this gets painful. We also heard from a viewer in Texas worried about throwing away a $2 billion industry. In his case, he's following the rules under Texas's framework. He's not the guy shipping mystery vapes across state lines, but his livelihood is now tangled up with operators who absolutely abuse the loophole. So really, that's the attention right now. We need to get rid of the synthetics, the non-age-gated products, the fake COAs, and the California to corner store pipeline. But we also need to protect legitimate operators, hemp and cannabis, who are trying to comply and serve real consumer demand, because the consumer is ultimately the one that's going to suffer.